My name is Scott Page. Glad to be working with you guys on this project. This next few minutes I'm going to be talking about some of my personality traits and these different tests that we went over and how I worked in the group setting. The first test indicated that I was a moderate locus of control, meaning that I believe one has control to a certain extent over the things that happen to them in their lives. I would agree with this because I do believe anyone can achieve anything through hard work and determination. There are external factors that can almost always be overcome if you have the right mindset. The next test was the Machiavelli test. I was considered low Machiavelli, meaning that I didn't agree with many of his opinions. And that's true. For the most part, I don't agree with Machiavellianism. One that is considered Machiavellianism, one that is considered Machiavellian would have the tendency to deceive or manipulate others for their own personal gain, and I don't agree with doing this. I'm a type A leaning personality, and that means that I'm pretty relaxed and easygoing. I would consider that to be true for the most part. I'm considered moderately extroverted according to the Big Five personality test that we took. I got a 2.5 out of 5. I would agree that I'm moderately active and outgoing, enjoying others' company, but I also enjoy my own privacy. They say people in this category can work effectively as a team or by themselves, and I would say this is true. I usually prefer to work by myself, but I can work well in teams as well. My next score was 3.9 in agreeableness, and that means that I tend to be positive, caring, and I like to help others. I think this is mostly true. I hope it is. I strive to care about others and like to help people when given the opportunity. I got a high conscientious rating of 3.7, meaning that I am achievement oriented and always try to complete my goals. People in this range are considered reliable and can be counted on to do things on time. And I would say this is mostly true. There's times where I kind of slack off, but for the most part, I think it's a pretty valuable trait to work hard and get things in on time. And I value that when other people think that way too. My stability rating was 3.8 out of 5. This means that I'm pretty relaxed and even-tempered, even in stressful situations. I think I would agree with that. But this means I also might suppress feelings sometimes instead of expressing them. I was considered moderate when it came to openness. I'm pretty balanced between the conventional and new methods. If there's already a way to do something right, then I'll do it that way, but I believe that there can be new and improved ways of doing things. I can be both practical and imaginative. Most of the results from these tests I agree with. I do believe I'm a little more extroverted than what the ratings showed. But I also do see why I'm considered slightly introverted, because I really don't like presenting or talking in front of audiences. And I do value my own personal alone time. The results seem to indicate that I'm pretty personable and can mesh easily with other people. I think this would be my biggest strength, working with other people as far as like developing the relationship and not just kind of meshing well with the team. I'm pretty relaxed and my mood doesn't vary too much from day to day. On a team, I'm normally the worker bee type, which means that I like to be efficient and get things done the quickest way possible. If I have a task put in front of me, I know how to strategize and make a plan to complete that task and just go out and do it. the ideal team, I would be one of the workers, not necessarily the person leading the group, but one of the working members, doing like the research and background type stuff. My working style is different depending on the group, but I prefer to work at a fast pace for a short amount of times and then taking little breaks in between. I don't really like last minute because usually the product isn't as good and it's just stressful. In order for this to be an successful experience, I think we need to be all interested in what we're working on, and we need to meet the deadlines. I think it'd be really interesting if we were able to say the Seattle SWAT team, because they are a perfect example of how a team is supposed to work together to accomplish a goal. And with them, it's a life or death situation. With other teams, it's success, failure, but it's still important either way. So I look forward to working with you guys, and I think we're going to do well on this project.